Hello, and welcome to the next video in our Project Zomboid guide series. So I think this is video number 3, right? So we're just going to go straight into the game. We went through a whole bunch of other things in the other videos. So we're going to play Apocalypse game mode. We're going to do the default game map. We're going to go with the ultimate skill tree that we have chosen. So we don't have to deal with any of the negatives. It's just only positives, right? So we go through here. We're not going to talk about the skill tree. We already did that so many times. So we're going to make a character. We already have this pre-made one. And then we're going to jump into the game. So this is going to be your day one guide, I think, right? As long as we don't start a house that doesn't have a TV. If you start a house without a TV, you're going to want to restart the game. We're not sure if it's worth it though, right? Because you're searching for a TV, and then you have to go back to a house with a TV every 6 hours. I know it doesn't matter later, because you can just bring a TV with you. We're going to reload, then I think a good part of the game is restarting until you find a good starting location, right? So we're in the trailer parks, just like one of the worst starting locations. So we're just going to make a new game here. And then I wonder if we should pause the video until we find a good starting map. But we're going to try one more time before we do that, right? So we load up our skill tree, go through here, load up the character. And then the third time's the charm, right? Because we started in the bad location. It's another bad location. Alright. So it was like the next game, I think. Or it could have been the next one after that. But I guess this is like the best starting location in the game, or at least this area of the map. So if you happen to start in this area here, this would be like the best place to start it, because it's right beside the garage that we were in the last video. So what we're going to do is just unpause the game, run over to the TV, go here, turn it on, channel Life and Living, tune in, we can turn down to like 2 or 3 maybe. Check this, see if there's anything to read. If there's like a level 1 skill book, you might want to read it. But if we're looking here, we might be able to find skill book level 1. You're actually only going to be able to bring one of them with you anyways. You just don't have too much inventory space, right? Something we're looking at is the red pen, the black pen, and the eraser. So out of everything on the shelf here, we're just going to grab these 3 things, and then we're going to favorite it, which by going to your inventory, you just right-click, and then favorite it. So we're going to unpause the game. During this video, we're going to pause the game, and then look through all the containers, and then tell you what we would take and what we would leave, because you can't bring everything with you. So we just go through here. We don't want to grab the pen. So if we hover over it, we can see there's a grab button, or you can right click and grab, which we don't usually do. It's right click and grab is the newbie way of doing it. You just click here, they just go grab, 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 and then you can grab it. So to favorite it, you just right click and favorite. So on a favorite one pen, we need to get a blue pen. You want an eraser here. Next, we're by the TV. We can right click and then sit on the ground if we want. We don't really have to, but I guess we will. We can even turn the volume down to 2. I think we can even turn it down to a 1 if we're over beside here. So what we're going to do is our take top and our formal shirt here. We're going to right click them and then rip them. This is going to give us ripped sheets, and as well, if we're wearing these things, our character is just going to be overheated. He's going to be too hot all the time, so you don't even want these things anyways. You pick them during the character selection, so that you have ripped sheets to start with. So we right-click, rip clothing, formal shirt, right-click, and then rip clothing. I'll just turn this up to 3. And then if you want, over here in the bookcase, I guess we can throw the hat over here. Throw the bucket hat, because it takes 0.3, right? So 0.3. Want to keep our inventory space low. So I think it started at like 1.98 or maybe a bit over 2. Now it's at 1.57, which is what you want to do. The more carrying space you have, the better. And then just by sitting here, we're gaining cooking levels, right? We gained one cooking level just by watching this TV here at 6 in the morning. 37.5, that'd be the most we could get. So once you get to 37.5, you could turn off the TV and then we can explore the house. So if you have a fast learner, it's like 71.5 experience you get. So if you have the fast learner trait for some reason, you must have taken some negative trait to get the fast learner trait to get 30% XP. But you would stop once you get to 71.5 or something. So we'd go here, turn off the TV. Right here. Oh, there's nothing there, right? Run upstairs. See if we got a duffel bag or anything. So it's right in this room here. It'd be one of the rooms here. Leather gloves, actually. So we got leather gloves. We could equip those. I wonder if wearing gloves actually decreases your chance of cutting yourself when you're removing glass from windows too. So leather gloves would be something you can find. You could find a bag, which would be like the number one thing. The pillow, we don't need anything with that. I don't even know what the pillow is for, right? We don't need to wear this because we're going to be getting a shirt from the zombies. That'll give the same thing. So I guess the only thing that we would get here is just the leather gloves, right? If you happen to find leather gloves or a bag or something that gives like more defense, I guess we'll put this on, right? We're the diamond patterned sweater because it gives defense. We'll go through here. There's nothing in here. Oh, electrician volume 1, right? So something that you're looking for is some skill books to read because we have the wakeful trait, right? If you look at our character, our traits, we barely took any, but we did take the wakeful trait, which allows us to stay awake for 33% longer. So let's say that our character could play for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes with by default. I think it's a little bit longer than that. Let's just say 30 minutes, right? So let's say a character could stay awake for like 30 minutes. So you get 30 minutes of game time. With the wakeful trait, we get like 33% more. So we could play for 40 minutes at a time. So it actually is really good, right? Because the drowsy trait gives you 50% damage reduction, as well as other things. So you want that thing is you don't want to get the drowsy trait when you're out fighting things, essentially, right? So without this wakeful trait, the videos would be a lot shorter. It'd be like a 30-minute video. But because we have that, it's going to be like a 40-minute video. So it's going to allow us to do a lot more things. So over here, Electrician Volume 1, Fishing Volume 1, Metalwork Volume 1. We're going to have to drop them later because we're going to have so many other things picked up. But we'll pick them up for now, just in case we need books to read, right? Metalwork Volume 1, Fishing Volume 1, Electrician Volume 1. I don't think we need fishing, right? Electrician and metalwork would be the best ones. Right click and favorite these. Favorite the ripped sheets. So we found a couple level 1 skill books. So if we need to read, because it's going to be too dark out, we can check that. There's the bathroom here. So inside the bathroom, you're going to find appearance items and junk items. Appearance and junk items. You just leave those behind. They take up like 0.1 space, 0.2 space, 0.1 space. Oh my god, that's so bad. These things, they have like no use. The only things you're searching for in the bathrooms is first aid, right? So you have adhesive bandages, we'll take that. And bandages, we'll take that. And maybe a sheet, even though we always end up leaving the sheet because we don't have enough inventory space. So what we're going to do is take these bandages here and scrolling down here, I guess, right? That's something we had to say. So when you go through this window, you might click here, then you might click loot all, click here, loot all, or like click here and then check the loot, then click here, check the loot, maybe check here. You can hold the control button, or is it the shift button? You hold the shift button and then move the mouse wheel. So if you hold the left shift button and then use the mouse wheel, it has to be over here, right? You can't do it over here. It'll zoom out the camera. Has to be inside this window here. Then you can just scroll through all the different contents without having to go to the side here all the time. So that's a really helpful tip, right? So loot everything out of there. We'll just loot this, right? The bandage and the sheet. We'll leave the appearance and the junk. Appearance, junk. leave that. Go to the next room. We know there's going to be 2 secret boxes here. So, mechanics 1, we might actually take that empty gas can. We will need that. So, there's always going to be random items. And I think you would find these anyways in some places where it's going to take it, right? The map, we're going to look at that, I guess. You can find these on enemies, inside the gas station, inside glove compartments and vehicles. This is going to be really helpful, right? So we'll take the mechanics book, we'll take the Rosewood map, we'll take the empty gas can. But actually for the map, we don't have to carry it with us. We could read it and then leave it here. This would give us more inventory space. So if we press M to open up the map, here is where we are, right? So the map, it's insanely huge. I think it would take you hours to go from one end to the other of the map. I don't know how many hours. But as you can see, all the 4 maps, they're interconnected, right? Like one of these starting areas might be up here. Another starting area is up here, I think. Then maybe another starting area is up here. Something like that. But you start right here. Then, as we can see, there's nothing revealed on the map. However, if we read this Rosewood map, right-click it, and then read it, Rosewood has been revealed, right? So we get this map, and then we open the map now, and then we can see this huge chunk of area has been revealed, right? Got Rosewood right here, and then we can see this is all of Rosewood. So I think this might be one of the starting areas. So we can eventually drive there, right? If we take this long road over here, we would need a vehicle. I don't think you're going to walk that far, but now that we know that this place over here, if we find a vehicle, we can take the road here, then drive all the way over here, and then this place would be all revealed so we know where everything is. So you can find a merger of the map, like wherever we started. Then if we find that, then this entire place will be revealed. It'll be able to see where everything is. So we already know this map, but you start like here would be a start location. You can start here, this house here, I think. Maybe you can start this house or this one. Basically, a lot of the starter locations are just based in these houses here. You might start like over here. You might start over here just a little bit. But we looked at the map, so now that we read it, we can just leave it here. We could use the inventory space for other things, right? So we'll just favorite this book here, favorite the bandages, I guess. We're gonna have to re-favorite them later. Favorite the gas can, we're gonna need that. Then maybe we need one sheet if we're going to the cabin. So did we check both of them, right? Affordable shirt and just a sewing kit. So we're gonna leave the other things. Go through here. And there could be a school bag in here, right? But there isn't. There's just junk items and clothing. So we're going to leave those. We leave here. And then this last room has books in it. So if we didn't find any books in the other ones, so cooking level 1, you don't need that. Because if you're watching Life and Living TV all the time, your cooking level is going to be level 2 anyways, just watching TV. And this skill book's just for level 1 and 2. Something we did is we were doing the watch TV every time that a show airs, and then we read the Cooking Volume 1 book, and our character kept saying, we already know that, how boring, we already know this recipe, meaning that if you already get cooking level 2 just by watching TV, you don't even need to read this book. There's absolutely no reason to read this book if you watch TV, right? So cooking level 1, it would actually be a bad thing to read it. So give you reduced XP rates until you actually read up on it, right? So Cook Value 1, it's useless if you watch TV every day. So that was it here. If I did the new books to pick up, we're just looking for level 1 books, because we're not going to be able to read the other ones. Oh, we got soap here, right? Household, we're going to pick up the soap. Bath towels, they take up so much inventory space, right? But we do get wet all the time. Pipe wrench, it's a tool of the weapon, but we'll leave that. We'll leave it because we're going to need inventory space for other things, right? Because we're literally going to be getting rid of like 1 or 2 of these books anyways. So the other thing here that it would take is the soap. There's not even that much remaining on the soap. Maybe we'll just leave the soap so we can find a better soap elsewhere, right? 'Cause we won't need soap for a while. We'll just take it for now just because we'll need it at some point. So we'll just get rid of that soap and replace it with something new. So we search there, we watch TV, let's go through here. There's gonna be this shelf here. There could be a metal bar, a metal pipe. There could be actually a bag, so you can find like a duffel bag in here. A hammer, a screwdriver, crowbar, a whole bunch of things. I think we need to get a hammer and a screwdriver. That's usually like the only tools that we need at the beginning of the game, right? So that's what was in here. There's no duffel bag. So if we go through here into the kitchen, let's crouch, press the C button. So right here, there could be a zombie. If he does come, an important note, if a zombie comes banging on your window, go and open the window as soon as you can. Because the last thing that you want is a zombie breaking your window. That's the last thing you want, right? Is in the last video, you just run up to the window, open the window, he's going to jump in the window, and then you just step on his head. That's the best thing to do as soon as you hear a zombie smacking on your window. So let's go through here. Inside the kitchen, there's going to be all of this canned food, all this tomato paste. So it's just food that doesn't say fresh beside it. And a can opener. We could just leave this here, right? So all the canned food, after the power goes out, unless you have a generator, canned food's going to be the only way that you're going to be able to eat food later at the end of the game. Well, unless you do fishing or something, but it takes up 0.8, right? So if we just take all this, 4.3, that's going to take up like most of our inventory space. We just leave this. We could come back here for it later. It'll always be here later. You can come back and get it later. It'll never go bad, but there is other things, right? We check the stove to see if maybe there's some food in the stove sometime. Let's go check these two drawers over here, right? Coffee, peanut butter, it's just food. Doesn't say it's going to expire or anything. We check this here. So we got a frying pan, empty kettle, empty cooking pot. These are usually the things we look for. So the frying pan, it's going to take up so much carrying space, right? Maybe we should actually take the frying pan and the fresh food and everything. So what we're looking for here is just the water containers, because the water's going to turn off. I hope that the water didn't get set to turned off on within the first week or something. So we're going to take the frying pan, empty kettle, empty cooking pot, and then we're going to fill these with water, and then just put them here. Or I guess we go to the next place. Oh, we should do that. I wonder how we should do this. Let's just think about this, right? Because there's so many possibilities for what you could do on your first day. So many ways to go about it. Alright, so I think we figured it out. So this is literally like 30 minutes later. We've been sitting here planning things out, figuring out what to do, because we only have a limited inventory space, right? We're already 7 out of 12. 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we pick these up, we'll be at a 10 out of 12. So what we might do is actually put this frying pan, equip it on our back. It'll just be 0.3. And then these water containers, we're just going to fill them up with water and then just leave them here. Because our theory usually is we could fill them up with water now. And if we come back to get them, we need more space and the water's still going, we can always empty them. But we can never refill them up again if the water goes out. So we usually go to each house, and then just take all the water containers, fill them all up, and then just throw them back in the cupboards. And then just take the food with us, and then just take the food to one central place. That makes sense, because the water's never going to go bad, right? The water is always going to be good. If we come back here in a month and we're searching for water, we can find it here. But if we come back here in a month and we're searching for food, the food's going to go bad. So there we go. We figured out what we're doing. So we're going to grab the empty kettle, get the cooking pot, the frying pan, right-click it, attach it to our back. And then we're going to right-click, and then we can check here, right? So if the game screwed you over, the game could have said the water's disabled, shut off on day 1. So you can see water unlimited. You're gonna be using this later too, right? You can check. You can go to drink each day and then see if the water says unlimited or if it's just gonna say that there's 20 water left. So it looks like the water's still on and the power should still be on because we had lights. So that's a good thing. It rolled higher than a zero. So we're just going to drink, and then we're going to fill everything, and then we're just going to throw it back in the cupboard here, right? So we go drink, then fill all, and then we'll favorite the frying pan for right now, so we can use this to create a stir fry in the near future. So we're going to be searching for fresh food, then trying to bring it with us. Hopefully, find a bag to carry it all in, and then we'll be able to make stir fries at our base that we're gonna pick out. So we're not gonna be using this place as our base, right? All these houses, you don't need to bring anything with you or bring anything to one central house. Just looting everything, bringing it to one place. We can just come back and pick it up later. We want frying pans, we want girdle pads, and then the water, we can just fill it up. Because as you can see, this thing, it took like one inventory space before, but now because it's filled with water, it takes up two. The cooking pot started as one, now it takes up three. So you're not going to be able to carry pots of water with you, right? So we're already at 12.65 and we're overburdened. So we're going to throw these in, right? Throw these back in. We can do that, click in a drag, or we can right click, put in container cupboard. I think that's what we usually do lately. I think that's like the best way to do it. So now we just have a kettle with water, cooking pot with water. There's nothing else we want. We just took the frying pan and then we have to go to the fridge, right? So in the fridge, we usually just take the fresh things, and then maybe we can put it in the freezer in the food market. Maybe that makes sense. We're thinking of this as we go, right? Game paused. Take all the fresh food out. Go to the freezer. This is important, right? So when you click here, you're going to be selecting the fridge, but you have to go here and you have to select the freezer. There's going to be more items here as well, right? So we can take these and to go to the fridge, go to the freezer, take both of them out. If it says fresh beside the name, then we want to go back here. And then, depending if the door is locked or unlocked, you're going to want to unlock it. So what this does, if we come back here later, if we try to open up the back door, it's going to be locked and we're not going to be able to come in. So usually when we go into a place, we unlock both of the doors, if any of the doors are unlocked. And then if we come back here, we just have to go through the door. We don't have to go through the window next time. So if we're running from zombies, we're at the back of the house. We're trying to get in, and then the door is going to be unlocked. So it's pretty important to do this, right? This is going to save you in the future. So we unlock the door, and then you hear unlock the door. We check those things. There wasn't anything in there. And then, so what was that? Now we just go here. Now we're ready to leave the house. I think we checked everything, right? So you already know that there's going to be weapons inside here, depending if we go in. So the door can be locked, and then this thing. So when we're opening it, our character can open it immediately, which means that the window is not locked. And if he's doing this like it is now, it means that it is locked. So something we found out recently too, if you're doing this, and then you break the locks, you will not be able to open the window from the inside, right? So if we break the locks out here, and the door is locked, we're either going to have to break the window to get in or dismantle the door, right? So we know that there's weapons in here. We want to get the weapons, but if the window's locked and the door is locked, we're going to have to come back later to get it. So we're going to see if you can open it or if you hear the sound. There we go. So it's locked. It's locked. The window's locked. The door's locked. We're not going to be able to get in. So we're just going to stop crouching. We're going to run for... Oh, there's a zombie right here. So to clear the zombies, the main thing we want to get is a digital watch so we can tell what time it is. We need to tell when it is 12 o'clock. locked, right? So he didn't have one. We're going to run up to this house. There's a zombie up here, right? Kill this zombie, get a digital watch. That would be a good thing. So whenever we run into a zombie, we hold the right mouse button, and then we just press the space bar. So it's actually important not to just hold the space bar. You're gonna die a lot of times trying this, right? The combat, it seems simple, but it's complicated. You have to time your spacebar presses. You have to time them. And then when you're running up to the zombie, you have to let go of the right mouse button so that your character will start running towards him instead of just like slowly walking towards him so you can step on him easier, right? And then you just hit the space bar or the right mouse button. So he didn't have what we were looking for. He didn't have a watch. But usually by the time we get to the second house that we explore it, usually that's when it's like time to watch the TV show. Right, so we got him, then we walk ahead a bit, step on, there's the digital watch right there, right? So we're looking for the digital watch so we can tell when it's 12 o'clock. So I want to watch TV at 6 in the morning as soon as you create your character like we did to get the cooking levels. I want to watch it at 12 o'clock, and then I want to watch it at 6 o'clock again. And I think that changes on day 4. It's like 7-14 or 7-12. So we're going to take the digital watch and then wear it, and then this jacket, it's an upgrade, right? Bite defense, scratch defense, plus 10, plus 15. The V-neck sweater, if we didn't pick up the diamond pattern sweater in the beginning, we would pick up the V-neck sweater because it would be an upgrade. Besides that, we just pick up the watch, pick up the jacket, right? Right click, wear on your left wrist. And then the jacket, we're going to wear the jacket. And then we're going to check our inventory, see if there's like any clothes up here. No, there's not. Okay, that was everything, right? We got the watch. We can see it's 11:30. We need to get to the TV. Door's locked, right? So try the window. Hopefully this doesn't break. So we always use this house to trap and kill all the zombies. Okay, thankfully we got in. We're going to close the window here. And if there's any zombies that come banging on the window, you want to run to the window, open the window. So you can see here, we can check the pens, right? So there's going to be a red pen, a blue pen. I guess we'll call this the gray pen because it's gray. Red pen, the gray pen, and the blue pen, and the eraser. You want to get those 4 items. We have a red pen, we have a gray pen, and we have an eraser. So we need to find a blue pen. So we don't need anything here. Book, magazine, mechanics, volume 3. We don't need those. And then this TV. Channel Life and Living, tune in. We'll do that. Right click, right? The door was locked. We got in through the window. We didn't break the lock, so we could unlock the door. And then we come here to the future. We can just do that. So we're going to crouch in case there's zombies out there or something. Open this door. Right click. The back door is locked. So if we were trying to come in through the back door, we wouldn't be able to get in. But now that we're inside, we could unlock the door. And then if we want to come back here, we can just open that door anytime we want. So we're going to go upstairs, search for... Oh no, we have to go to the TV. Go to the TV, it's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Hopefully those zombies get us. So we'll sit on the ground. We're going to be watching TV. And while we're watching TV, we have these books to read, right? So you have Electrician Volume 1, Mechanics Volume 1, Metalwork Volume 1. So this is why we don't get a slow reader anymore. Because we actually started reading a lot of books. For next just started the game, just get like a slow reader. Because you're never going to be reading books anyways. You're going to die before you read a single book. We'll go here. Here's the skill. It's 12 o'clock. And now we're here to watch the TV again, right? We're going to read the book. Which one's the best one? Electrician, Mechanics, Volume 1. Let's go Mechanics. Going to right click and then read the book. Right click, read the book. Right click, sit on the ground if you're not sitting on the ground. Right click, sit on the ground. This way your character is resting, right? And then we're reading the Mechanics Volume 1. So page is red. 2 out of 220. 3 out of 220. Alright, then the TV show is started, right? So you have to make sure the TV is on. Channel Life and Living. Click on a tune in. If it's not right, it'll say here Channel Life and Living. And then you just say here, and this will give you experience in your skills. I think it's a carpentry at this time, right? I think the first day it's like cooking, carpentry, fishing. I think that's it. I think cooking's like every single morning. So we just have to wait till like 12:30, I think. If you want to, you can speed up time. But then if a zombie comes banging on your window, you're not gonna have as much time to react, right? You press F2 to pause the game. You press F3 to resume the game. F4 speeds it up. F5 speeds it up even further. Right? So F2 through F5. Oh, we got a carpentry level up, right? So we're sitting here watching TV. We just got to carpentry level 2. Tomorrow we'll take off the training wheels. So we're all done, right? We're all done watching TV. So it is a bit of annoyance. You have to sit here, come back, find a TV every 6 hours. Light bulb, battery, not looking for any of those, right? Light bulb, battery, looking for weapons. Right? Open the door. So we'll just do that quick here, right? So you're here, you have the door. These doors aren't always safe. There could be a zombie behind them. When we first started out, we died to so many zombies just behind doors. And they jump scare you. So what we do is hold the right mouse button, go to the door. You can press the E button to open it. And then when we open the door, if a zombie's there, we press the space bar. So hold the right mouse button, get to combat stats, press E to open the door, space bar if there's a zombie there. Right click, hold, space bar if there's a zombie. So there's going to be a lot of things here, and there's things on the floor as well, right? So there's a few things here on the floor. You can see them. You can pick them up if you want. We can see first aid. If it's not sorted by that, like this, you'd actually click on this category button, right? So it might not be sorted by default. It might just be randomly, and then there's just random items. I think it'll just be sorted by like this, right? Yeah, I think it might be like this by default, right? Click about first aid, food, everything's messed up. Skill books up here, then there's some skill books down here. But if you click on a category, it sorts up by category. It's easier to see what kind of thing it is, right? There's like 2 junk items, but category. Now we can see they're both down there. So we're looking at first aid, right? So you have bandage, adhesive bandage. We do need a tweezers. Nothing in the second drawer, right? Painkillers. We need one of them. We'll need one of them eventually. So loot the painkillers, loot the tweezers. Then we'll go here, favorite, right? Click favorite, tweezers, favorite painkillers. And that was it. I think we're thirsty, right? We can see slightly thirsty, so we need to drink some water, right? So we'll drink. And I think that was everything. What was anything on the ground? Alright, let's check out this one. Check to see if there's a bag. Walkie-talkie, no bag. Alright. So go through here, research this place. If I were looking for. Open that door. We already opened the back door. So we'll search here. Search for water containers, right? Down here in the kitchens, we're usually searching for water containers. So it'll be like empty bowl, teacup, empty mug. Search this one, nothing in the stove. Rolling pin, so we can leave the rolling pin. We're not going to use it for anything. Go here, sugar, pancake mix. We're going to leave that. And pop and orange soda, we'll pick that. There's like these two up here, right? Canned food. So canned food, you pretty much never want to pick it up. It just weighs so much, right? Just 4.8. Each of the cans weighs 0.8. It's extremely heavy for what it does. So food, we leave those things, right? Over here, just more food that doesn't say fresh on it. Check the floor. There's a cleaning liquid, right? Add soap. Cleaning liquid, add soap. So we have this soap here. So let's throw this soap in here. We click this arrow to see if there's like a stack of them. It says soap 2. Click this arrow. And we can pick this one, right? 'Cause that's the better one. We're replacing the one that we have. And then cleaning liquid, we'll just pick it up. If you want to see what it has, right? A full cleaning liquid. So we need these to wash ourselves later. So what we're going to do is just take the soap, take the clean liquid. Then we're going to favorite it, right? Grab that. Favorite, and then favorite the soap. And then we're overburdened, right? I just have to figure out what do we need to get rid of. I guess we get rid of the bowls when we're done with it. So let's do that. Right click drink, fill everything. And maybe we'll bring 1 cup of water with us, right? So it should be a mug of water. I think mug of water is good. 0.8 bowl of water takes 1.2 teacups, 0.4. So you can tell how much water it has by looking at the weight, kind of, right? So mug of water is kind of like a water bottle almost. So we'll just go through here, right? We'll throw these 2 things. Throw the cupboard, mug of water, favorite, then just throw this bowl in the cupboard. And we're not quite under overburdened yet. I guess that's alright. We could be a little bit overburdened. We're probably going to end up like dropping some things. So we'll go some fresh food. We'll take that. There's some more fresh food here. So now we just go to the next place. So we're overburdened a little bit, right? We're like 13.45. We usually leave the doors open, just so that we know that we've been to those places. We'll just check in. There wasn't anything on him. I guess we can go up here to see if there's. Go up here, see if we get here. Could be metal bars up here. So there's like 4 of them, right? So we're gonna need a window. We're gonna need a window to take care of them. Thankfully this door's open. Oh, there's a zombie here, right? So you have to be careful. Get ready to hold the right mouse button in it. Oh my god, why did you step on him? There's a chance that they would see us through this window. And then they'd start coming here. Oh. So banging on the door here? No, there wasn't. So I guess they didn't hear us. Let's go upstairs. Check for a bag. So over here, the things we're looking for here is a hammer and a screwdriver. So we just need to find a hammer and a screwdriver. That's it. The saw, we come back for that later. Same with the flashlight. We don't need them at the moment. There's a screwdriver and hammer. We would have taken it. We need to find a TV at 18 o'clock. There's gonna be someone up here. We hear the door banging, right? He's right here, I think. Space bar. There we go, right? So we just held the right mouse button to get ready to press the space bar. That's it. Some matches, right? So if you're looking for matches, if you're a smoker, these guys would drop them. If you're a smoker, we could have actually got that trait. We've been finding matches and everything a lot more often. So I might need those in the future. You don't need them at the moment, but we'll just take it, right? So over here, there wasn't anything in there. Check this, right? Hold the right mouse button, press E, press spacebar. You do that for every single door you encounter. Searching here, right? We're looking for a bag, and there's no bag, so we just leave. Right mouse button, get ready to press spacebar. Bottle disinfectant, so we do need that, right? So we go here, first aid. We don't have disinfectant, so we need that. That's extremely important to get. And it's full, right? Grab that. Right click, favorite bottle of disinfectant. And then over here, there's nothing here. We don't want anything from there. Close that window. Then we're all done. Oh no, we have this room. There's not going to be too much in here, right? Oh, here. There's going to be a pen. We just need a blue pen, right? We need a blue pen. Alright. Kitchen. I guess let's just check here, right? Red pen. Oh, we need the blue pen. Okay. Is this okay? We're just checking to see if the door was locked. So they're over there. They went that far a bit. Alright. Always be prepared to press the spacebar button. Adhesive bandages, we'll take that. 13.43. Something about our weight, I guess, is important to say. You get debuffs if you're like up to 25% and 50% and 75% capacity. So if we take 12, we can go up to 15 weight with not that much of a penalty, right? So even though we have 12 inventory space, it would be ideal to be 12 all the time, especially if we're fighting zombies, right? But you can pretty much go up to 15 safely, right? You just get a little bit of a debuff, that would be alright. Maybe we should eat some food or drop off a book or something, or drop off the empty gas can. We'd have to figure that out. Or this food, we should see if we go to the food store, but the doors might be locked. That's a problem. So many complications that could happen. I wonder if we should start just eating some of the food. That would make sense. We don't really have too much to cook here. Alright, guys, look, we're going to end the video just because it's right like 41 minutes, so we're like halfway through the day, right? But I imagine it's because we keep pausing everything and then explaining what we're picking up, what all the junk is, and then even though we did that, we still picked up too much. So we know what we're going to get rid of, right? We only need like 1 or 2 books. We're going to be getting rid of the cleaning liquid and the soap, I guess. We don't need those things. I guess the cleaning liquid takes up more inventory space. Like 1, the soap just takes up 0.1. So we get rid of that thing. So there's already some space. And then the milk, we're not going to need that for anything. So we could clean up our inventory space. And then we might go fight these zombies to try to gain access to this weapons cache over here. If the window's not locked like the other one was, right? We went to the first weapon cache, the door was locked, and the window was locked as well. So hopefully this was not the same thing, because we need, it's silly, because it's like, the weapons are inside there, but if they're both locked, you need a weapon to get in there. I wonder if we can get in with the frying pan. I don't know if it'd be worth risking it, right? Using a frying pan compared to the metal bar we always use. But anyways, we'll see the next video. So this was your first day, part 1. So we got like halfway through the day, right? Because if it starts at 6 o'clock, and then we up to like 22 o'clock, is like halfway through the day. 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, this is the first half of your first day. So what did we do? Went to our first place, looted all the important things, checked to see if there's a bag. There was no bag. Went to the second place. I think we killed a few zombies. Went to the third place, and then no duffel bag here. I guess we watched TV. We have to make sure that we watch TV at 18 o'clock, right? Watching at 6 a.m., 12 o'clock, at 18 o'clock. 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 18 o'clock. So we'll see if we can get into this weapons cache tomorrow in the next video.